Hi guys, welcome back to another makeup collection video. So I recently uploaded a insight into my makeup collection where I talked about my primers, foundations, concealers, colour correctors, and this time I'm going to be talking about the other base products that I've got. So I've got powder, bronzer, contour, blush, highlighter, and then some face palettes in there as well. So this is all of them out in front of you here. Now I don't have a huge amount of these types of products and I don't have a huge makeup collection anyway. I'm not interested in having a huge makeup collection. I want a small curated makeup collection that I know works for me and is just full of products that I love. So let's just get straight into talking about the products then, and let's start off with powders. I have two powders. The first one that I've got is by Fenty Beauty, and this is a pressed powder. So this is really handy when I'm out on the go and I want to just sort of touch up my makeup. There is a sponge here which needs cleaning, and it's white, so it's not a pressed translucent foundation toned powder. It's a white powder. And this is the Invisimatte blotting powder. So I get an oily T-zone, so this is great for touching up and reducing shine throughout the day. Really great product. Do really enjoy having this pressed version here that I can pop in my bag for when I'm out on the go. And then I also have a loose one. So this is for when I am actually applying my makeup in the morning. This is by Mercier, and this is the infamous loose setting powder translucent. And this is 29 grams and it's huge. This is a massive pot, and I think this is the only powder from Mercier I've had, and I think it is. And I'm a bit confused because I have had this for a long time and I don't recall having used it up before, so I think this is the only one that I've ever had. So this will take you absolutely ages to use up. When you open it, you do have some holes there, so you can easily tap out some product into the lid. Swirl it onto your face, under your eyes, and it's really good at setting your makeup but not making it look kind of cakey and heavy. And I don't recall there being any flashback in photos as well when I've worn this powder, so this is really lovely. So I have a pressed version and a loose version for all my powder needs. Okay, bronzer then. I have two bronzers and they are both by Fenty, and the first one is a cream one. This is the Cheeks Out bronzer and this is in the shade Butter Biscuit. And if you know your foundation shade, or even if you don't know your Fenty foundation shade, you can go on their website and find out your blusher shade, your powder shade, your bronzer shade. So because I know my foundation shade, I was able to work out my bronzer shade, and it's Butter Biscuit, so it's like the palest bronzer that they do. And it's a really nice sort of fairly neutral bronzers. And I think the thing with bronzers, sometimes they can be far too warm and far too orange, but this cream one here is really, really nice. It's more sort of neutral warm than anything. And this is just a really, really lovely colour on my skin tone. This is great at sort of building up the intensity you want. So you can go on full bronzed goddess if you want, or you can apply just a little bit. And I tend to apply this after foundation before I've powdered. And I find that powder doesn't really take away too much coverage of this. But this is a lovely bronzer. And I've also got the powder one as well. So this is the Stalk'r bronzer and I'm in the shade Shady Biz. This is the second lightest bronzer they do. I think the one before is Sun. So this is Shady Biz. So this is warmer than Butter Biscuit. And I really like having the option of a powder and a cream bronzer. So powder I tend to find a little bit quicker. I can just whack this on bare skin or over the top of a bit of foundation and powder, and then I'm good to go. I can also use this in my crease as well for my eyes. Really, really lovely bronzer, but I think if I was to pick a favourite, I would go for the cream one. Contour next. Now my contour is here. I have repressed this. I repressed this a couple of days ago. And this is the NYX Contour in the shade Taupe. And this is quite a warm contour shade, and I have recently been using this as a bronzer. This is in my project pan. It's got a good amount of coverage. I don't think it's a great contour or a great bronzer though. It's too warm to be a contour, but also not warm enough to be a bronzer. But I'm very, very close to using this up. I'm hoping another month and this will be done. I don't think I would repurchase this. I think once this is gone, I would buy a cream contour stick and see how I get on with that. And then blushes, I have 3 blushes. So the one that's also in my project pan is this one by Trinny. And this is a lip to cheek in the shade Veebee. So you can wear this on your lips and also on your cheeks. I don't like this on my lips though. This is very, very drying on my lips. I much prefer this on my cheeks. I have had this in my project pan since January and I don't think that there's any visible progress. I use this most times. I wear my makeup rather, and I wear makeup most days. This looks nice either applied with your fingers or with a brush, and it's a really lovely sort of peachy corally shade, and Trinny also do like a match to me service, so you can fill in your details and they match you up to products, and this was one that's matched to me. I think this is slightly too dark though, so I wouldn't buy this one again. But in terms of how long this product lasts, you definitely do get your money's worth. But yeah, I'm getting a little bit frustrated with this product now because I can't really see any progress, but I'll keep on going. Next blusher, another peachy blusher, is Milani Luminoso, another famous product. This is a little bit shimmery. I'm not sure if this will swatch, but a lighter version of Veebee. Very, very pretty. This is nice if you don't want to be applying blusher and highlighter. You have a bit of iridescence, but not much in the way of glitter, which I don't like in a blusher. Very, very pretty shade. I've also got Rose Gold by Sleek, and I'm really kind of torn with this shade. I bought this because it's a dupe for NARS Orgasm, but I have tried NARS Orgasm and I don't like it. So I don't know why I bought this. Rookie mistake on my part, I think. This is a real vibrant coral shade and this is glittery, so this is a glittery blusher. So can you sort of see the glitter in it? It might not be picking up too much on my hand, but you can tell it's a vibrant shade. Out of those 3, this is definitely a vibrant coral. Definitely a summer shade for me. I've included this in recent Shop My Stashes, and there are times when it looks quite pretty and times when I just think, no, that looks horrendous. So I'm not sure what I'm going to end up doing with this blusher, but that's how it looks. Highlighters then, I've also got 3 highlighters. The one that's in my project pan is this one here, and it's not that one, it's this one. It has broken, it broke on me yesterday. The lid came off, and I have also repressed this one. And this is by Pur, and this is in the shade Afterglow. Really pigmented highlighter, really lovely, but a touch too yellow for me. And I wouldn't repurchase this. I would prefer wearing something a little bit less vibrant, a little bit less in your face. I'm not a massive highlighter fan anyway, and this is just too blinding for me. But if you like a blinding highlighter, by all means, try a Pur highlighter. Very good quality and a very lovely colour, but it's just a little bit too much for me. And once I've used that up, I think I would replace it with No7 Highlighting Drops in my project pan. And it's just because this is a liquid one, so the shelf life isn't as long as a powder. This is in the shade White Gold, which is a much better shade for me. And it is, how big are you? 15 mils. Really lovely to just mix in with your foundation or to layer highlighters with. So sometimes I like to wear this over the top of the foundation powder and then go in with my Pur highlighter. Really nice liquid highlighter, and I would repurchase this one. And then the last highlighter I've got is this mini from Becca. This is in the shade Champagne Pop. I'd never tried a Becca highlighter before, and I bought this a few months ago when I heard that Becca was going out of business. And I bought it because I wanted to try it. I wanted to have that opportunity to try it. I was a bit meh about this at the beginning, but now I think it's really pretty. It's very finely milled, and it's just such a beautiful colour. Really am loving this little highlighter here. And then last products are face palettes, and I've got 2 face palettes. I have this one here by e.l.f, which is the contouring blush and bronzing powder, and it's in the shade St Lucia. And I think this was a dupe for NARS Laguna and NARS Orgasm. Again, I don't like Orgasm, why did I buy it? This bronzer, far, far too red toned for me. Really poor pigmentation. You have to put so much of this product on your face to get any ounce of pigmentation basically. This blush is very pretty, but it is very shimmery, very glittery. So I don't think that this will last for much longer in my collection. I am considering decluttering it. It is in my current Shop My Stash. I think I have given up on the bronzer now, but I'm just trying to make this blusher work. But I put it on this morning and there was just so much glitter on my face. And I don't like that. I'm not a 5-year-old. I don't want all that glitter on my face. As pretty as they both look in the pan, I think this has got to be a no. But I'm going to keep hold of it for now. And then the other face palette I've got is by Revolution. And this is the Patricia Bright palette in Moonlight Glow. So you have your bronzer, blush and highlighter. These are lovely, lovely shades. On their own, they're lovely shades, but together they work so well. I feel like this palette has had a lot of thought involved. So these are great shades that work together, but also work really well on my type of skin colouring as well. This bronzer is really lovely. It's not as nice as the Fenty ones, but it is really nice. This blusher is a really lovely peach shade. Let me show you how it looks compared to the others. It's kind of similar to Luminoso. It's a little bit of a mix between Luminoso and Rose Gold, but really, really lovely. Hasn't got any shimmer in it, which I really enjoy. And then the highlighter is really lovely as well. It's like a sort of champagne white goldy type of shade. Really do love this palette, but I don't like the cheap tinny packaging. That really lets it down for me, but really do like that palette. So that was my powder, bronzer, contour, blush, highlight and face palette collection. I will have more videos like this coming soon, so keep your eyes peeled for those so you can see the rest of my makeup collection and all the products that I've got. Hope this was interesting. I really like watching videos like this where I can sort of be nosy and see the products that people have. So I hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, you know what to do. And have a lovely day. And I will see you all again very soon. Bye guys.